Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you again for joining me. Today we're going to do a little review on the new LA Girl Pro Matte Foundation. Of course, you know, I've been playing with this for a few days and I have to say I'm absolutely in love with it. Anyway, this is what the bottle looks like. Yes, my nails are still a hot mess. You do get a really nice pump, and what I like about the pump is that you can actually control how much comes out of the pump. There's not going to be like a ton of product spewing out of it. Anyway, that's my you know, my thing with this little thing. Sometimes they do, a ton of them come out and no bueno. But anyway, this is what it looks like. It is a medium to full coverage. It is really pretty and velvety. It's not like super dewy or anything like that. It is a matte foundation, and that's exactly what you're gonna get. All right, so why don't we go ahead and get started on the face. All right, so I am gonna start off by applying my daily hydration moisturizer, since it is a mattifying foundation. I really like this moisturizer because it is hydrating. It's not very expensive and it mixes well with different foundations. Sometimes certain kind of moisturizers, they don't mix well with foundations. That's what I find anyway. So I really like this one because I never have a problem when I apply that. All right, so I have used it with the Beauty Blender and my brush. You know that I'm a huge fan of brush, you know, when it comes to applying my foundations. So I'm gonna go ahead and do one side with the Beauty Blender so that you could see. I also like to put the product in the back of my hand most of the time because it warms it up and it glides on. So I do find when I apply this with the Beauty Blender that it does kind of shear it out a little bit. So just keep that in mind. When I apply it with the brush, I feel like I get a little bit more of a coverage. Ugh, gotta cover my little boo-boo here that I still have. Okay, so that is what it looks like with the Beauty Blender. Now, when I apply it with the brush, you're gonna see that it's a lot more, you know, coverage. Where's the brush? Right in front of my face. Okay, so I'm just gonna go above the eyebrows. Usually I skip around the eyes like I mentioned just because it is buildable and it does start getting a little bit in the creasy side. But you know what? I really didn't find that to happen with this foundation, to be quite honest. I felt like it just feels really nice on the face. It doesn't feel like tightening. Usually when you put a matte foundation, you could kind of feel it sitting on your face, and I don't feel this foundation at all. It's really comfortable, and it definitely, there we go, is full coverage. I think that's what I was gonna say. I kind of lost track when I messed up there. So here's another layer. Now, I do have some spots right here, but the second time around, it totally covered that up. Now, if you have like major acne or anything like that, like I have a huge like ingrown pimple right here, and of course I pick it, so it's never gonna go away. So what I like to do is, I kind of like to have the foundation sit there a little bit, as you can see, and then it covers it up. And then I go back to it later and kind of blend it in. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and go underneath my eyes, which I never really like to do, but I wanna show you how full coverage this is. Like if you're not super dark underneath your eyes, you could get away with just wearing this foundation. You don't have to put a concealer if you don't want. So that's what it looks like. And you know, I do work on the beach all the time. I mention that all the time because it is putting these products to the test. And I have to say, this foundation stayed on all day. I had no problem with it. It didn't fade or anything like that. I did get a little bit oily after, you know, like 5 or 6 hours because I'm super oily. I did find myself getting a little bit shiny, but not too much. So it is a great foundation, and for the price, you can't really beat that. I am a huge fan of their foundations anyway. Like, I love their luminous foundation. It's awesome. But that's what it looks like. So now I'm gonna add a little bit of a butter bronzer. Oh my God, it smells so delicious. I'm just gonna kind of bronze myself up a little bit here. And this is my Crown brush. This other foundation brush, I'm trying to get better at showing you. This is a brush that I got on Amazon. If you look up brushes, they're like the best seller. You'll see it because it always says it. And I think there was like less than $12 or something. So I bronze myself up a little bit. And you know I like it to be really natural, nothing super heavy. Always get right here in your neck because you're usually lighter right there, so you kind of just want to blend everything. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my Nars liquid blush here. And I'm going to add just a little bit. And this is like a, what color is this? And I'm going to put it down below. This is Dolce Vita. And I love this because it just gives you like a natural little flush to your cheeks. There you go. Now I'm going to go into my Jeffery Star. And I'm going to put a little bit of glow. A little bit on my nose. And that's it. I'm not even going to set it with the powder because then it starts getting to be a little bit too much. And I really don't like to feel foundation and powder. So I'm very careful when I, start applying some powder. Then I'm going to put my Make It Last by Milani. And that's it. It's just a really simple look. Love the foundation. It stays on a great amount of time. A little bit of oiliness starts peeking through later in the day. But other than that, it's just an amazing little foundation considering it's like 10 bucks. You really can't go wrong with that. And it feels comfortable and light. It doesn't feel like you're wearing a ton and it doesn't make you look cakey. It is buildable, and that's when, depending on how much you like to put on, then it starts looking a little bit on the heavy side. Anyway, that's my video for today. I hope this, helped you out. Please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow for my next video. Bye.